Right, today let's talk about that secret ingredient that or not so secret, I should say, that your business needs in order for you to catapult your success. Um, and so I'll go through that a bit as we go further on. Um, but what a lot of people say when they come to me is they need more clients, they need more sales, they're struggling to get them. And one of the things that you find when you talk to people is that maybe they speak to two or three people here or there, and they make an odd post on social media here, and they do a little bit of this, and they don't want to put their face out there, and they don't not sure if they want to be seen. And you get to the point where you're like, well, how are you expecting to make sales and to make more money and to generate the revenue that you need to be able to give up your job, to be able to do your business full time, if you are not putting yourself out there, if you're not prepared to be seen, if you're not prepared to be visible? And that's what I want to say. The number one thing that you need in your business is to be visible. People need to know who you are. It's plain and simple. It's about getting yourself seen, getting yourself out there, being front and center. And it feels scary. And yesterday, 2 days ago, I did a video about what Alex Hormozy shared. And I said about one of the things was you suck until you don't. And we're really scared about putting ourselves out there and being visible and being seen. And we think that everyone's going to judge us and we're going to be inundated with trolls. The reality is, and you'll see this on this YouTube channel. When you start, no one really watches. I mean, how many people are watching these videos? 1, 2, maybe 3 people watching my videos. And they're probably the people that really like me already. And so they're like doing me a favor by watching a bit of my video, to put it plainly. And so when you think about that, it's not going to be your first video that people aren't going to be watching. It's going to be your second, your third, your 10th, your 50th, probably even your 100th, unless you are an expert at knowing what you're doing, at getting your videos out there, getting seen. And then you're probably going to be more confident at speaking on them anyway and doing that kind of thing. So we need to get out of our own heads, basically, because most of us, for want of a better phrase, got our heads stuck up our backsides, thinking we're so important that everyone's going to be watching us and knowing what we're doing, and they're all going to be judging us, and they're all going to be ready to jump in and have a go and criticize. And the reality is completely different. The reality is no one's that bothered what you're doing. You're not that important. And every single time that you do a video, put your face out there, do a post, do something that increases your visibility, you're building up the practice so that when people are actually seeing your content, responding to your content, getting involved with you, you're an old hat. You're like, oh, okay, this is so easy. I can just do this without thinking. And so that's what you need to think about, is how do I get to the point where I can be visible? I can go live on Facebook, I can go live on YouTube, I can put videos out, I can talk about nonsense, I can do whatever. And I feel confident that it's going to be okay, that I'm going to be able to do it, and I'm going to cope with the visibility, and I'm going to cope with no negative feedback if I get it, if I don't. And being able to do that, because it's just practice, it's getting used to it. It's kind of putting yourself into a different mentality. One of the stories I'd like to tell you is about when I was younger and about my fear of speaking to other people. Now, it's very abundantly clear to me as I'm getting older and having children that I am neurodivergent. And when I was a child, speaking to other people was absolutely downright terrifying. And I hated doing it with a passion, but I did it anyway, under duress. But as I got older, something clicked in my brain. When you meet someone new and you're starting a conversation with them, actually, most people are quite nervous when they meet a new person. And so if I could switch into well, I'm just going to talk about anything that comes into my brain, stream of consciousness, chat, what happened was not that I got really nervous. I got more confident doing it, but the people that I was meeting liked me more because, oh my goodness, this person is doing the talking and I don't have to, which makes a huge difference. And it's the same with putting yourself out there and being visible. The vast majority of people that are going to see you doing these things, putting pictures of yourself out there, doing videos, going live, they're not going to think, oh, look at her. They're going to think, wow, I couldn't do that. That's really hard, because they haven't done it. So just by doing one video, you're a step ahead of a lot of people. But if you start doing more and more posts and putting your picture out there more, telling your story, being vulnerable, being open, the more you do it, the further ahead you get of other people, and the more people will look up to you as someone to be admired rather than being negative towards you. So my number one thing for boosting leads, sales, and revenue in your business is get more visible, talk to more people, get more people seeing who you are, and that will bring more people into your world. It's pretty much as simple as that. So yeah, if that is your thing, you actually want to try this, you're prepared to take a risk on putting yourself out there because you actually really want to build your business, right? You really want to, so you know you've got to take that risk. Then come and join my 30-day visibility challenge. We start on the 1st of November. And I'm just going to give you one small task to do every day. You can do it in about 5-10 minutes. It's not going to take up much of your time. And you can put it out there. You can get visible. You can build up the visibility muscle, I'll call it, and actually then be able to take that forward and build your audience, build your leads, build your visibility, get more sales calls, convert more sales, make more money. That's how it works. And I'll see you soon.